Hello everybody, welcome back to Tree of Tranquility. It's a Friday today. I figured this would be a good day to go around and do a couple of chores because everything is open on a Friday, and so I shouldn't have any troubles getting into any stores or anything like that. At the moment my rucksack is completely full, and so I'm gonna have to empty this out. As you can see, it's a bit of a hot mess. But we're going to do our chores, and I'm going to organize this, and then I have a couple of other things planned. Probably a good idea for me to go and pick up some feed from Brownie Ranch, and I'm also thinking it may be a good idea to get another animal and to maybe upgrade the barn if possible. So we will let the animals out. Before I start milking and collecting stuff, I should probably ship a couple of things because my bag is completely full. There are a few things I'd like to save, but the problem is I do not have any room to store them. Some of these things, some of the fish I'm keeping for the cat. Cocktails or gifts. I'm gonna convert all my cocoons and all of my wool today and dye them. I'll start by watering this field. All my turnips came in and I forgot to buy more seeds, so at the moment I only have one row of turnips that were just kind of left over from what I had purchased. These 3 rows here are flax, again just left over from what I had purchased in bulk before. And these 3 rows are potatoes. And then I have to go and water the other field as well, which, as we recall, has breadfruit, strawberries, and it also has cabbage on it, if I'm remembering correctly. There's also an ostrich egg over there. So I'll have to pick that up. I'll take it with me when I go into the coop. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll just save up all of the cocoons and all the wool, and I'll just do them all at the same time, because sometimes I just feel really lazy. I feel too lazy to just do one at a time. Mind you, this process doesn't take a long time or anything like that, but sometimes I'd rather just spend the time doing other things. And that's kind of the situation we have here. I've just been saving them up, and I'll just do them all at the same time. Because it's not like money is an immediate concern. It's not like I have to be dyeing these things as soon as I get them in fear of running out of cash or anything like that. There needs to be a Harvest Moon type tycoon game where you can just be so filthy stinking rich that you can purchase all the buildings and take over as manager and owner. Because at this point, I've got a lot of money, and if I kept saving it, I'm sure that I could just purchase everything on Waffle Island. I could buy City Hall, the clinic, the tailors. I guess that was it. Alright, let's pick up the ostrich egg before I go. Oh, we've got some really high quality eggs today, which is just perfect. No cocoons. That's alright. I imagine a cocoon takes a very long time to make. You can't rush perfection. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the perfect eggs and turn them into mayonnaise. I'm keeping the good quality eggs and the decent quality eggs for cooking. I'm surprised that ostrich egg fits into the maker, to be quite honest, because it's so big, but apparently it does, so that's perfect. So go ahead and get rid of a couple more things. And finally, I will milk my cow, and then we will get on the ostrich and take off and do some other things. And regardless of the quality of the milk, unless it's shining, I usually keep all the milk I get for cooking. Once again, I've pretty much used all the milk I have in my fridge for baking and cooking, and I only have the one cow, so I've just been kind of stockpiling that. I'd love to put it in my fridge, but obviously I can't because I have no space. And I have the biggest fridge that you can get. And I haven't tried it, but I'm almost 100% positive that they do not let you have two fridges. Or maybe they don't let you have two fridges of the same type. I might try that just for the sake of trying it later on. I'll try putting a small or a medium fridge in, and maybe the game will let me do it. I do have a really big kitchen with a lot of floor space, and I should have room for another fridge, and that might actually be a good idea just to keep my inventory kind of cleaned out. The problem with cooking is that I have pretty much 99% of what I need to create certain recipes, but I'm just missing that one tricky thing that I just can't seem to find. A lot of recipes requiring fish, for example. Some fish are seasonal and you can only catch them in certain seasons, and even if you're in the right season and in the right place, it's just random because you have a bunch of other fish that you can also catch in that season and at that place. But I'm working on it. It's a work in progress. I gotta be completely honest, I haven't been up here probably in a few days now because I have pretty much just been taking care of the animals and doing things on the farm, and then once I'm done that, I go fishing. I've spent a lot of time fishing, trying to catch fish I need for recipes, and also fishing to appease the cat and try and befriend the cat. I haven't done any mining. I've been to the mountain a couple times, but it has actually been quite a while since I've been up here. So there's probably some stuff for me to grab. Not that I need the herbs, but you can see here that there's actually quite a bit here because I haven't been here in a while. It won't hurt me to pick up a couple of herbs, so I might as well do that. And then we will go and say hello to Hannah and buy a few things. I wanted to have a look at her products because I need honey for a recipe that honey is the only ingredient I'm missing. And I also have run out of butter, I'm fairly certain, so I'm gonna buy some butter. Pretty sure I have a lot of cheese, and I don't need mayonnaise for anything. And then I'm also gonna go ahead and buy some feed. I had 50, but it never hurts just to buy some more. I don't come up here all that often, and so I don't want to forget that I forgot to buy food and then the animals are starving and I'm not able to buy feed because she's closed or something like that. So we'll keep them nice and stocked up, and at this point we only have 2 animals left to buy, which is the goat, and the horse. We can afford both, and I'm also fairly certain that we have enough room. Let's go ahead with the horse first. And as per usual, let's just flip through the default names for fun. Whisper and Shadow, Biscuit, Hermes, Mercury, Nibbles, that's kind of a cute name for a horse, Arcadia, Shamrock, Blaze, Kristen, that's kind of an odd one. The other ones are not human, but all of a sudden they're coming in with the human names. Starlet, Sunbeam, Zephyr, Prissy, Swift, Lady. I was gonna name my horse Epona because I'm terribly, terribly unoriginal and it's kind of a tradition, but I kind of like Biscuit. I don't know why. It doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know why you would name your horse Biscuit, but maybe just for the sake of being different, we'll name our horse Biscuit. Why not? I'm very impressed with this game's random name generating system because I always seem to find a name that I really like just by flipping through all the defaults. Lara, Greta, Helga, Maggie, Louise, Abby, Buffy, Lace, Diamond, Jade, Scarlet, Zatanna, Wendy, Sheba, Raven, Emma. Emma the goat sounds nice, I guess, but I am going to go with Billy. Don't know why, that's what I always name my goat. Another one of those traditions that really doesn't make any sense, but I just go along with it anyways. And from what we can see on the descriptions, it looks like the goat takes half a season to grow and the horse takes a full season. Now what's nice about the saddle we own is that it doubles as use for the ostrich and the horse, and so thankfully we don't have to carry around two different saddles. With that, we now own every single animal the game allows us to own. And obviously I had enough space for them because the game let me put them in my barn, but it's probably going to start getting a little bit crowded in there, and so I'm going to go and maybe do an upgrade. I should have all of the ingredients that I need. I don't think it costs a lot. 6,000, and it only takes 22 pieces of stone and lumber. So let's go ahead and do that. And hopefully it gives our animals a bit more room. So I'll hop on the ostrich and go on home, because that is pretty much, for some reason I cannot, okay. You guys seeing this? I'm clicking around, it says use, I'm trying to use it and it won't let me. Maybe I parked him in a spot where I can't ride him, because it looks like I can pet him, her, it, but I can't ride it. Okay. Well, guess I'm walking home. Sorry, ostrich. Not a big deal. The ostrich will find itself coming back home when I ring the bell to put the animals inside the barn. It just means I get home a little bit slower. And obviously when we get new animals, they don't automatically put them outside, so why don't we let these guys out for a little while. A baby horse. And the baby goat. Oh, the goat is so cute. I don't particularly find baby horses to be cute, to be quite honest, and I think it's just because they haven't grown into their bodies yet. With a lot of other animals, they obviously grow just to be bigger, but all their proportions are already kind of correct. But with a horse, because they're so short, they haven't grown into their legs yet. So they just end up looking almost like they're standing on stilts or something like that. It's a little bit bizarre. I can't quite explain how I feel, but I hope our horse will grow up to be big and strong and we can ride it. And we didn't get to pick the color of our horse, although I do think you can possibly randomly get another color other than this brown. Although I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. I still have some time in the video, so why don't I try and test this theory of placing 2 fridges? Because we have the large fridge. So let's try and place a normal fridge. No, I can't. I'm not sure if that's because they're saying my house is full of furniture, because I do know that there gets to be a certain point where they physically don't let you place any more furniture. So let's try putting the clock away. And then busting out the fridge. And holy crap, it looks like it's actually gonna work. I, for some reason, didn't think the game was gonna let me, but hey, I'm glad that I randomly kind of just thought about this. I thought, oh wait, you know what I've never tried to do? Place 2 fridges. Well, look at that. Now I have 2 fridges for all of my food needs. So in case you're like me and you're stockpiling stuff for cooking and you run out of room, well, there you go. You can have 2 separate fridges, which is pretty cool. That is gonna save me a ton of space. There we go. I just put 6 items I couldn't fit into my other fridge, which is just great. I'm gonna keep the fish for the cat, my gifts, my tools, and now I have much more space, which is lovely. The only other thing I'm really going to do today is probably just go out and feed the cat, since I have not done that yet. It'll give my new animals some time to graze and to get themselves fed before the end of the day, and hopefully I can check back in with you guys in a week or 2. We should have the full barn upgrade within the next couple of days, and hopefully there will be something else exciting for me to tell you guys about and to talk about. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.